Hello children, welcome back. This is continuation of the lesson The Blind Dog, which is written by R.K. Narayan. So let's continue. Oh God, is this Thursday? He wailed. He swept his arms about and called, Dog, dog, come here. Where are you? He made the peculiar noise which brought the dog to his side. He stroked his head and muttered, Don't let that little rascal. At this very moment, the boy came up with a leer on his face. Let's see the meaning of some words here. The meaning of wailed is maragu, repent or regret. Peculiar, it is strange or odd, unusual, vichitra. Muttered, saying something in low or barely audible voice. Leer, the meaning of leer is orenota, with side glance, unpleasant look. So this blind beggar make a sad voice by saying, "Oh God, is this Thursday?" He swept his arms and called, "Dog, dog, come here. Where are you?" So the blind beggar moved his arms and started to call the dog, like, "Where are you? Dog, dog, come here. Where are you?" He made the peculiar noise which brought the dog to his side. He stroked his head and muttered. So he made a strange sound to call the dog. By hearing his sound, dog came towards him. The dog understood that this blind man is in trouble. He is in trouble. He stroked his head and muttered, Don't let that little rascal at this moment. At this very moment, the boy came up with a leer on his face. When dog came near the blind man, this beggar, he whispered. He said in low voice, he said in very low voice to dog that, Don't leave that rascal, to that urchin, don't leave that naughty boy towards me. By that time, that fellow looked the blind person with a bad eyes, with a side glance, with a bad feeling he saw to the blind beggar. Next paragraph. Blind man still pretending you have no eyes. If you are really blind, you should not know this either. He stopped, his hand moving towards the bowl. The dog sprang on him and snapped his jaws on his wrist. The boy extricated his hand and ran for his life. The dog bounded up behind him and chased him out of the market. So, children, blind man still pretending you have no eyes. If you are really blind, you should not know this either. He stopped. So now boy came towards the blind man and said, Still you are behaving like you are a blind person, blind man. So here this urchin is thinking that he is doing acting, he is pretending, he is not really blind. You should not know this either. Here, what the naughty fellow is saying, he is telling that if you are really blind, you should not know who is coming near to you. Right? I think you can see, but you are pretending that you are a blind. He is saying here. He stopped, his hand moving towards the bowl. So, now little boy stopped moving towards the blind beggar's bowl. The dog sprang on him and snapped his jaws on his wrist. What the dog did here? As the boy talking to the man, the boy jumped on urchin and started to bite his wrist. The boy extricated his hand and ran for his life. The dog bounded up behind him and chased him out of the market. So, what the dog did, as the boy talking to the man, as the boy talking to the beggar, it started to bite his wrist. It jumped on the urchin and started to biting his wrist. The boy somehow escaped from the dog and tried to save his life. The meaning of extricated is rescue, to save. intricated is save, rescue, kapadu. The boy somehow rescued his life. The dog bounded up behind him and chased him out of the market. The dog did not leave the urchin. He ran behind him. The dog made the urchin to run away from the market. We can see here the affection of mongrel, the affection of the dog for the blind fellow. But what that blind beggar will do with dog? Let's see. See the mongrel's affection for this old fellow, marveled the perfume vendor. The meaning of marvel is wonder. It means Vismaya. All this, what the action was going, what the act was going, this incident. By seeing that situation, perfume vendor said to the other, "See the affection of dog towards the old fellow," said the perfume vendor. One evening, at the usual time, the old woman failed to turn up, and the blind man waited at the gate. So, one evening, what happened? As we know, one lady, we learned that before, one lady used to come and pick this old beggar to his home. She was the only person who is taking care of this fellow. So, what happened? One evening, she did not come. She did not come to the market to give him food and to take him back. So he was worried and he was waited for her at the gate, worrying as the evening grew into night. Now evening passed by night and became night now. As he sat fretting, the meaning of fretting is worried. As he sat and he was worrying there, a neighbor came up and said, one neighbor came and said to the Sami, "Sami, don't wait for the old woman. She will not come again. She died this afternoon. See, children, Sami." Who is Sami? That blind beggar. Now we came to know that the name of the beggar is Sami. The neighbor is telling here to Sami, to the old beggar, that don't wait for that old woman who was taking care of you. She will not come again. She will not return because she died. She died this afternoon. See, students, what happened? One of his neighbor person came and said to the Sami, "Don't wait for the old woman. She will not come again because she died this afternoon. She was the only hope for the blind beggar. She used to take care of him. So she died. Next, what will happen? Who will take care of this blind beggar? Let's see in the next paragraph. The blind man lost the only home he had and the only person who cared for him in this world. The ribbon vendor suggested, "Here, take this white tape." So the blind man became worried because he had only one hope. By that time, ribbon vendor suggested to the blind person that, "Take this white tape. I will give this white tape free of cost. The dog is really loves you. It is fond of you. Tie this tape to the dog's neck and take his help. Wherever you want to go, you can take the help of the dog." What he is telling here? He held the length of white cord which he had been selling. "I will give this to you free of cost. Tie it to the dog and let him lead you about if he is really so fond of you." What the vendor is telling, that ribbon vendor, "Take this tape. I will give it to you with free of cost, and dog loves you so much. It is really fond of you. So take this tape and tie it to the dog's neck. It will lead you. Tie it to the dog and let him lead you about if he is really, because he is really fond of you." Life for the dog took a new turn now. So now life of the dog took a new turn. So until now dog was free. He was in control of He was not in control of anyone, but now he is in control of beggar. He came to take the place of the old woman. The dog took the place of the old woman now. He lost his freedom completely. He lost his freedom completely. Who? Dog. Because he is in control of beggar now. His world came to be circumscribed by the limits of the white cord which the ribbon vendor had spade. Spade means given. Circumscribed meaning? The meaning of circumscribed is to restrict within the limit. The dog lost his all freedom. The dog world became restricted by the limits. He has in control of the beggar now because the ribbon vendor given a tape to the blind person to tie the tape to the to the dog. So he has lost all his freedom. He had to forget wholesale all his old life, all his old haunts. What happened? He had to forget his all freedom. He had to forget all his old life, being free. He lost his freedom to go his old places. Haunts meaning places, old places, familiar places. He simply had to stay on forever at the end of that string. When he saw other dogs, friends, or foes, instinctively he sprang up. So, tugging dogs, tugging dogs, friends, or foes, instinctively he sprang up, tugging the string, and this invariably earned him a kick from his master. So, what happened? Ribbon was in control of the blind person. When the dog saw the other dogs, they were enjoying, they were jumping around. The meaning of foes means enemies. So even this dog was also feel like to go and feel like to play. So when he was play going to play with the other dogs, but what will happen that time? But the blind man was having control over the dog. At that time he was kicking him, ill treating him. He was treating very badly with the dog by saying, rascal, want to tumble me down? Have sense. In a few days, the dog learned to discipline his instinct and impulse. He ceased to take notice of others' dogs, even if they came up and growled at his side. He lost his own orbit of movement and contact with his fellow creatures. So, tumble, the meaning of tumble is sudden fall. Meaning of tumble is sudden fall. And instinct, it is a quality, swabhava athva pravritti. Impulse, the meaning of impulse is udvega prachodane. Seized, the meaning of seized is nillisu athva tade. Here what happened? The blind man was addressing him, rascal. Do you want me to fall down? Have some sense. In few days, dog started to learn some discipline, and he left all his earlier life. He did not care at other dogs. When the other dogs were coming and growling at him, he was not caring really because he was not having control over himself. 10th paragraph. To the extent of this loss his master gained, he moved about as he had never moved in his life. All day he was on his legs, led by the dog, with the staff in one hand and the dog led the other. He moved out of his home and a corner in a choultry veranda, a few yards of the market. He had moved in there after the old woman's death. He started out early in the day. He found that he could treble his income by moving about instead of staying in one place. He moved down the Chowdhury street, and wherever he heard people's voices, he stopped and held out his hands for alms. Shops, schools, hospitals, hotels, he left nothing out. He gave a tug when he wanted the dog to stop, and shouted like a bullock driver when he wanted him to move on. The dog protected his feet from going into pits or stumping against steps or stones, and took him up inch by inch on safe ground and steps. For this sight, people gave coins and helped him. Children gathered around him and gave him things to eat. A dog is essentially an active creature who punctuates his hectic rounds with well defined periods of rest. But now this dog, henceforth to be known as Tiger, had lost all rest. He had rest only when the old man sat down somewhere. At nights, the old man slept with the cord turned around his finger. I can't take chances with you, he said. A great desire to earn more money than ever before seized his master, so that he felt any resting a waste of opportunity, and the dog had to be continually on his feet. So sometimes his legs refused to move, but if he slowed down even slightly, his master goaded him on fiercely with his staff. The dog whined and groaned under his thirst. Don't whine, you rascal! Don't I give you your food? You want loaf, do you? Swore the blind man. The dog lumbered up and round the market place on slow steps, tied down to the blind tyrant. Long after traffic at the market ceased, you could hear the night stabbed by the far off wail of the tired dog. It lost its original appearance as months rolled on. Bones stuck up at his haunches and ribs were relieved through his fading coat. Meaning of gain is Sampadisu, and Chowdhury, it is resting place. Treble, the meaning of treble is consisting of three parts: tug, a hard or sudden pull; pits, it is honda athva taggu, a large hole in the ground. Henceforth, the meaning of henceforth is innu munde. Seized, the meaning of seized is bandisu, restrict, imprison. Goaded, the meaning of goaded is prick. Wind, rule, weep. Groaned, make a deep sound. Loaf, to spend time in idleness. Swore, doshisu. Lumbered, the meaning of lumbered is cause difficulty by giving unwanted responsibility. Stabbed, chuchu. Veil, marugu athva goldu. Haunches, relieved bone of back leg, standing out. Tonka athva waist. Tyrant, a cruel ruler. Tyrant means a cruel ruler. Wail means a high pitched cry. What happened? The dog lost its freedom completely. The dog, the blind man, became fully dependent on the dog, and his dependence made him to the merciless slave. The blind man starting to earn more because he could move about the market with the dog leading him. It became slave to his master. Wherever he heard people's voice, he stopped and held out his hands for alms. Alms meaning money. For money, he used to held out his hands by screaming, "Somebody give me alms, somebody give me money." He used to roam everywhere like schools, hospitals, hotels. He left nothing. He left nothing out. The dog protected the blind man by all the dangers. Now blind man become fully dependent on the dog. People give him money and helped him because he was blind. and children also gave him food. Now the blind beggar named to the dog like as Tiger. He became restless now, and but only when the blind beggar sat somewhere he used to rest. He used to take some rest. A great desire to make more money than ever seized his master, so that he felt any resting is a waste of opportunity, and the dog had to be continually on its feet. Sometimes he feel tired, his legs refused to move, but he slowed down his walk even slightly. His master used to scold and goaded him fiercely with his staff. He used to beat him very badly with his stick. The dog lumbered up and round the marketplace on slow steps, tired the cruel master. At one night the dog was weeping, it was crying, or he was wailing because of its tiredness. It lost its original appearance. Before this blind man came to its life, it was good, it was healthy with its life, but gradually it became lean, bones tucked up to its waist, and ribs were also relieving through his fading coat. The ribbon seller, the novel vendor, and the perfumer observed it one evening when business was slack, and held a conference among themselves. It rends my heart to see that poor dog slaving. Can't we do something? The ribbon seller remarked. Can't we do something? The ribbon seller remarked. That rascal has started lending money for interest. I hear from the fruit seller he is earning more than he needs. He has become a very devil for money. At this point, the perfumer's eyes caught the scissors dangling from the ribbon rack. Give it here, he said, and moved on with the scissors in his hand. Slack meaning Sadilavada, not held tightly in position. Rends means tear into two or more pieces. Rend, R-E-N-D, rend. Slaving, it is work excessively hard. Dangling, netadu, swinging athwa hanging. Conference, it is meeting. Okay children, what is the meaning of this paragraph? As dog was working very hard for his cruel master at this time, all this situation observed by those three sellers. Who were they? Ribbon vendor, perfume seller meeting among themselves. The ribbon vendor wanted to do something for this slaving dog. At this time, the perfume seller's eyes caught the hanging scissor from the ribbon rack. He took the scissor in his hand and moved on with the scissor in his hand. 12th paragraph. The blind man was passing in front of the eastern gate. The dog was straining the lead. There was a piece of bone lying on the way, and the dog was straining to pick it up. The lead became taut and hurt the blind man's hand, and he tugged the string and kicked till the dog howled. It howled, but could not pass the bone lightly. It tried to make another dash for it. The blind man was heaping curses on it. The perfumer stepped up, applied the scissors, and snipped the cord. The dog bounced off and picked up the bone. The blind man stopped dead where he stood, with the other half of the string dangling in his hand. Tiger, tiger, where are you? He cried. The perfumer moved away quietly, muttering, You heartless devil, you will never get at him again. He has his freedom. The dog went off at top speed. He nosed about the ditches happily, hurled himself on other dogs, ran round and round the fountain in the market square, barking, his eyes sparkling with joy. He returned to his favorite haunts and he hung about the butcher's shop, the tea stall, and the bakery. Let's see the some meanings here. Straining, the meaning of straining is chachu, extend, a force tending to a force tending to pull. Taut, it is tight. It is not loose, it means. Lead, it means ಕರೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗು. Howled, howled it means a long loud cry uttered by an animal. Next, heaping. Heaping means rashi, sakastu, means very huge collection. Curses, it means sharper, an offense word used to express an anger. Snipped, kattarisu, to cut. Bounced, jump, kunidata. Ditches, it means ಹಳ್ಳ ಅಥವಾ ಕಂದಕ. What is the meaning of this paragraph? When perfume vendor moved with Caesar angrily, then the blind man was in front of the eastern gate and dog was straining the lead. When they both were moving, dog saw a piece of bone lying on the road. The dog tried to pick it up. When the dog was trying to pick up that bone, the blind beggar tugged the string and kicked the dog very badly until it howled. It started to howl now because he kicked the blind beggar kicked him very badly. Then what happened? At that time, the perfume vendor came and cut down that ribbon which was tied to the dog's necks, and the dog jumped and picked the bone. Then the beggar started to call, he's like, tiger, tiger, where are you? Perfume vendor moved away quietly without making noise by saying, you heartless devil, you will never get that dog again. You snatched his freedom at all. So the perfume vendor, by saying these words, he moved very quietly. The dog went with high speed. Now the dog is very happy with his life. He back to his original place. Haunts means original places. And it started to live how it was before. Next paragraph. The ribbon vendor and his two friends stood at the market gate and enjoyed the sight immensely. As the blind man struggled to find his way about, he stood rooted to the spot, waving his stick. He felt as if he were hanging in mid-air. He was wailing, "Oh, where is my God? I will murder it when I get at it again." He groped about, tried to cross the road, came near being run over by a dozen vehicles at different points, tumbled and struggled and gasped. He would deserve it if he was run over, this heartless blackguard, they said, observing him. However, the old man struggled through and, with the help of someone, found his way back to his corner in the choultry veranda and sank down on his gunny sack bed, half faint with the strain of his journey. So, waving, the meaning of waving is bisu, move on. Immensely, it means extremely. Grope, the meaning of grope is to search blindly. Tumble, the meaning of tumble is fall or lie. Gasp, gasp meaning catching breath suddenly and in a way that can be heard because of a fear and shock. Sank, it means mulugu, submerge. Faint, balahina athva dull. So let's see, children, what is the meaning of this paragraph. Now those three vendors are very happy to see that the blind beggar, because he is helpless without the dog, he started to search and screaming for dog and groped about and tried to cross the road, came near being run over. Dozen of vehicles were moving there at different points, tumbled, grasped and struggled. The three sellers didn't sympathize. Instead, they said, He would deserve it. Finally, he found his way back and sat down on his gunny sack bed, half faint with his strain of his journey. Okay, children? He was not seen for 10 days and 20 days, nor was the dog seen anywhere. They commented among themselves, "The dog must be loafing over the whole earth, free and happy. The beggar is perhaps gone forever." Hardly was this sentence uttered when they heard the familiar tap tap of the blind man's staff. They saw him again coming up the pavement, led by the dog. "Look, look," they cried. "He has again got at it and tied it up." The ribbon seller could not contain himself. He ran up and said, "Where have you been all these days?" Okay, children, the meaning of this paragraph is these three sellers commenting among themselves, "The dog must be loafing." Loafing means wander, suttadu. The dog must be loafing over the whole earth, free and happy now, because he was free. He is not in control of anyone, not in control of beggar. The beggar must be perhaps gone forever. It means that he is dead. They are saying he might be dead now. Then what happened? They heard the sound of stick of beggar, like tap tap. They shocked. It was familiar sound. They saw the beggar coming again on footpath, led by the dog. Those three sellers were shocked to see that the ribbon seller couldn't control or contain himself. He could not control his anger. He ran up and asked, "Where have you been all these days?" Okay, students, now here the question is, how did he get the dog again? Let's see it in next paragraph. "No, what happened?" cried the blind man. "This dog ran away. I should have died in day or two, confined to my corner. No food, not an anna to earn imprison in my corner. I should have perished if it had continued for another day, but this thing returned. When? Last night at midnight I slept in bed. He came and licked my face. I felt like murdering him. I gave him a blow which he will never forget again," said the blind man. The ribbon seller ran up to the beggar and asked him where he had been all these days. The blind beggar replied, "When he had slept in his bed, that dog came. He had came back and licked his face. The dog returned to its master. But the heartless and cruel beggar thought that it returned to him because of hunger, instead of knowing dog's true love. He beaten up badly to the dog. This dog was loyal. It finally showed its loyalty towards the beggar, towards the human being. That is why dog is called the faithful, loyal animal. Instead of knowing its love, the blind beggar this time tied up the dog with chain." Students, the meaning of confined. Confined meaning restrict someone within certain limits. Perish, the meaning of perish is die. Anna, coin. Blow means stroke, A2. Imprison means captive. "I forgive him, after all a dog. He loafed as long as he could pick up some rubbish to eat on the road, but real hunger has driven him back to me. But he will not leave me again. See, I have got this." And he shook the lead. It was a steel chain this time. The beggar is telling here, "I forgive to the dog. After all, it is a dog. It is a silly dog. He loafed, he roamed everywhere as long as he could wander and picking up some rubbish to eat on the road. But real hunger has driven him back to me," means back to the beggar. But he will never leave me. He will not go anywhere. "See, I have got this dog again," is telling the beggar to those three vendors, and he shook the lid now. It was a steel chain in this time. So, what the beggar did, he tied the dog's neck with the steel chain. Once again, there was the dead, despairing look in the dog's eyes. Go on, you fool, cried the blind man, shouting like an ox driver. He tugged the chain, poked with the stick, and the dog moved away in slow steps. They stood listening to the tap tap going away. Death alone can help that dog, cried the ribbon seller, looking after it with a sigh. What can we do with a creature who returns to his doom with such a free heart? Children, the meaning of doom is terrible fate. And sigh, it means ನಿಟ್ಟುಸಿರು ಗೆರೆಯುತ್ತಾ ಹೇಳು, ನಿಟ್ಟುಸಿರು ಉಸಿರು ಬಿಡುತ್ತಾ ಹೇಳು. So what happened? The blind beggar binded the dog with steel chain. The dog and beggar seen roaming around the market as usual. The ribbon vendor commented that death alone can help the dog. Death alone can help the dog because it is very loyal to the beggar. So no one can help. What can we do with this creature who returned to his tomb? Okay, the ribbon vendor, he said, he looking after this, he said with sigh that death alone can help. What can we do with the creature who returns to his doom with such a free heart? Death alone can help the dog. By saying this, those three vendors, this is the story of blind dog. Here, children, dog is not blind. The beggar is blind actually. And why the title is named as the blind dog? Here, the dog is not the one who is blind, but instead it befriends the blind man. The dog is blind with his faithfulness towards the beggar, with his loyalty. It couldn't see how the master was incompassionate and inconsiderate. The dog is blinded by its loyalty. So the story is titled as The Blind Dog. Now let's discuss the question and answer and some true or false of the lesson. The first one is the dog had scars and the mutilated tail because it was timid. No, it's not true because it is very hard. Next one, the last two sentences in paragraph 1 say that the dog led a carefree life. Yes, it is true. In last two paragraphs we had read that it was free. The dog was a beautiful creature. Yes, it is true again. Fourth one, the blind beggar's arms increased because all the passers-by gave what they gave. All the passers-by gave. This is need to complete this sentence. Here, this is fill in the blanks. We have to fill that blank. They gave coins and helped him. Fifth one, the village urchin came to the marketplace to just do his business. No, it is not true because he was troubling the other people. Sixth one, why did the dog chase the boy out of the market? Because the boy usually came to pick up the coins which are there in blind man's bowl. When the old man shouted, the dog came running, sprang on him. He jumped on him and snapped his jaws, beaten up his wrist. The boy extricated his hand and ran for his life. He ran out of the market. The dog bounded up behind him and chased him out of the market. Seventh one, how did the dog become the blind man's prisoner? How did that dog became that beggar's prisoner? One day what happened? The dog approached the blind man. The blind man gave it food. So, thus the friendship between them started growing up. The blind man was defended by the dog from a teenager who abused him. The old woman who was helping the blind man died, and the old man lost the only one hope. The ribbon vendor suggested him to tie the dog with tape so that he can move around as the dog guides him. Now the dog took the place of the old woman and lost his all freedom completely. His world became circumscribed by the limits of the white cord. So the dog has to forget wholesale of all his life, all his old haunts. Thus the dog became prisoner. Eighth one, how did the dog's life change? How its life became change? It was very free before. Then what happened to it? The life of the dog changed as it now took the place of that old lady. He had to forget wholesale of all his life, all his old haunts. He simply had to stay on forever at the end of the string. When he saw other dogs, friends or foes, he sprang up and earned a kick from his master. In a few days, the dog learned to discipline his instinct and impulse. He ceased to take the notice of other dogs, even if they came up and growled. He lost all his own orbit of movement and contact with his fellow creatures. Thus, dog's life was changed. Ninth one, the beggar's arms increased they threefold. Is that true or not true? The beggar's arms increased threefold. Yes, it is true. Why did the vendors hold a conference among themselves? How did it end? The ribbon seller, novel vendor, and the perfume seller observed that earnings of the blind man. They held conference among themselves. The ribbon seller said that his heart rents with pain seeing the slaving dog and decided to do something for it. At this point, perfumer's eyes caught the scissors dangling from ribbon's rack. He took that scissor, and what he did with that scissor, he cut off that ribbon, cut off that cord, released the dog from slavery. With this conference came to an end. With this conference, it came to an end. Next one, the beggar named his dog Tiger. What is ironical about this? The beggar named his dog like Tiger. Ironical about this is, in fact, tigers move about in freedom. People are frightened about the tiger, but here, in contrast, tiger, that is dog, is not tied up and under the control of blind man and serves him in his needs. Okay, children. 12th one. How did the dog return to his room? Yes, how did the dog return? When the perfume vendor stripped off the cord, dog went off at high speed. He nosed about the ditches happily, hurled himself on the other dogs, ran round and round the fountain in the market square, barking, his eyes sparkling with joy. He returned to his favorite haunts and hung about butcher's shop, tea stall, and bakery. At last, at midnight, went back again to his master, who fed him. As dog is known for his gratitude, his loyalty. Why is this story titled Blind Dog? Why this story is titled as Blind Dog? Because the dog is not blind there. Actually, the beggar is blind. Then what happened? The dog, which came to circumscribed by limits of the white cord, it has to forget all his freestyle of life and lost his own orbit of movement and contact with his fellow creature. Literally, the dog was prisoner under blind man. But the dog was fond of his master walking blindly, so he obeyed his blind master's orders blindly. The story is titled as Blind Dog because though the dog was not blind, it followed the beggar's orders blindly. So the title of the lesson is Blind Dog.